You how to replace the brake pads and rotors and the ABS sensor. It's along with the hub. So if you're going to get the ABS sensor, I would recommend getting the whole hub assembly. It's cheaper in that way, and it's less work in that department, so you don't have to work as hard for that. Pretty much it's going to be straightforward. Obviously you're going to need the jack and a jack stand, 14mm and some pliers just in case, and a pick and a 21mm for the tires. And then like, comment down below, share the video, and then hit that subscribe button for more upcoming videos in the future. And then we're going to go ahead and start this video right after the intro. Started the process just a little bit just by only taking off the wheel. Basically where you're going to jack it up from is that whole subframe bar, and then you'll put a jack stand as a reinforcement right there on the same thing. Then the lug nuts are going to be 21mm. Then our caliper itself is going to be 14, and then our caliper bracket is going to be 14mm. If you are loosening this bolt and you're having a hard time, you can get the pliers or an adjustable wrench to hold this guy down right here, and the same thing for the bottom side. And then when you take this guy out, if you need to, you can use a flathead screwdriver to like pry in between the pad and the caliper, or you can pry right between here, and then you just kind of wiggle it back and forth until it goes right out. And then we'll go ahead and take off the bracket. Now if your rotor's on there pretty tight, you can get a hammer and then bang on each side until it breaks free. You can use a 2.5 pound hammer. I used a 4 pound dead blow hammer. You can get this at Harbor Freight for like $5. And just remember, you'll just bang on this side and then that side back and forth. Then we're gonna go ahead and pull back on our rotor. Then we're gonna go ahead and lubricate our brake pads. We're just going to go ahead and lubricate our contacting points. And then we want to check our guide pins, make sure those are free floating. And they are. If they're not, you can lubricate these. You'll just pull back the boot and then put grease right there. And then you want to put this guy on always the bottom side right there. So we're going to go ahead and put this right in there. You'll spin it in just like that. Seat that in. And now for the caliper, you're going to need a part number of 27111. You can rent that at AutoZone. It needs to have a special tool just like that with those little nipples at the end. And then what we're going to go ahead and do is that we're going to make sure that these lines correspond with the outer X right there. And then you'll spin this back all the way, this piece right here, until it's nice and firm. And then you'll turn clockwise. While kind of pushing in. Obviously it's going to loosen up just a little bit, and if you see the boot spinning up too much, just kind of back it the other way until it breaks back, until it goes back into place. And then for this guy, what you're going to go ahead and do is that this X needs to be just like that. It needs to look in an exact X, because right here, this pin, there's a little notch on the brake pad. You want to make sure that it's not sitting on this lip. You want to make sure it's in this indentation. And then we'll go ahead and sit it right in. So before we tighten the bolt, you need to make sure that the bolt actually goes through the rim, because the bolt actually centers the rim. So you need to make sure it's fully seated. So don't tighten it all the way down, just go snugly until you get about 2 of them in snug, then you can do the rest. And the way how you're going to tighten this is in the star pattern. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so before you get in the car, make sure you pump up your brakes with the car in the running position, and so you make sure you kind of bottom out the pedal to make sure it gets nice and hard and firm. Now, if this video helped you out, comment down below, give it a thumbs up, like and share the video, and then hit that subscribe button for more upcoming videos in the future, and thanks for watching.